What's going on, everybody? I am back with another video, and I think I told a few people that I was leaving Copa. Not sure if I mentioned it in any of the previous videos, but I have left Copa, and now I'm in a small town just outside the city of Rio de Janeiro, crossing the bridge. I visited here a few times in some of my videos, so what I'm going to show you today is my new digs here in Brazil. And for those of you who don't know me, who are new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you get something out of my videos. I'm just going to do basically a house tour and then show you guys sort of outside this gate here what my street looks like, basically what a small rural town in Rio or Brazil looks like. So without further ado, let's check out the house. So it's only one floor, which is fine by me. It has a garage, an open air garage. Don't have a car, but I'll use it for a patio area or something. So it's a pretty decent looking house. I have a huge, it's not a coconut tree, like a palm tree, I guess. They call it palmeira. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any coconuts. So what I'll do is I'll go around the back and just show you guys and just walk around. Be warned, sorry about the mess. It's not the tidiest, as I had just moved in like a week or so ago, 10 days. Big ass backyard. This in fact is a coconut tree. It's still really young, so it's not going to give any coconuts anytime soon, as you can see. Minuscule. Just leave them and they'll grow. I love the backyard. Honestly, I wanted like the space, you know, chill out here. I'm gonna have to cut it soon. It's really deep, like falls down. How would I say? It's like swamp-like, but I think that's just the way the grass is here in Brazil. So here's a view of the house from behind. I will do a drone video of this town, and it'll probably be uploaded before this video. So came with a ladder. This ladder is extremely heavy. It doesn't look it, but it's damn heavy. I've been lazy to put it back in its place. Just changing some light bulbs and things. So what I love about this place as well, it's got a shower, like an outside shower on a hot day. It still needs a little bit of repair. I just made a makeshift one here. It was working, but the, what do you call it? The pump had stopped or whatever, so the maintenance guy's gonna come by. Clothesline hanger, don't need a dryer. It gets really sunny here. So let's head in. So this area is where you would normally keep the washing machine, right? I didn't get one yet, so I've been washing by hand pretty much, which kind of sucks, but whatever. It's not Copacabana anymore. So coming in the back here is the kitchen. So glad to have a massive kitchen. Sorry about the mess, as I had warned. Did buy a fridge. This fridge cost about how much was it? Like about 1,000 reais or so, more or less. I think it was 1,000 reais. I'm just trying. No, 2,000 reais. Sorry, it was 2,000 reais, around there, 1,800, something like that, which is approximately like 400 US or so. Not bad, even in Canadian dollars. Okay, let's move through the place. I'll show you the bedrooms first. So this one is where we're storing all the junk for now. It would be like the spare bedroom. It's fine for now. Let's see if I can turn the light on. You know, It's got a nice view, and actually for security reasons, and the town isn't, in my opinion, it's not that dangerous, but they have like the security bars so nobody can get in on all the windows. Which, I mean, okay, it's, you feel a little bit more secure, especially in a small town. The main bedroom here, still waiting for the box spring. And a few of the tables and stuff. All my stuff is on the floor for now. Again, nice view of the backyard, bars. I really, really do enjoy this place, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Reasons why I left and things like that. And this place does have 2 bathrooms, as you can see. Needed a bit of cleaning, this place. Second bathroom. And last but not least, just turn that light. The living room, which is basically I joked with someone the other day, it's basically the size of the apartment I was staying in, almost. Like practically that size, minus a little area in the kitchen. So this place is probably like 4 times bigger than the apartment I was in Copacabana, and I'm paying much less. So, just so you can get an idea of the dimensions. I'll name some of the, I'll talk about some of the pros and cons. Oh, and just so you can see, nice little seating area. The pros and cons. I'll just chill here in the front and talk about it. Okay, so I decided to do talking about the pros and cons here in the backyard rather than the front yard because it's very hot and there's not much shade there at this time of day. So, first question, and to be answered, why did I leave Copa? Well, the main reasons were, first of all, very noisy. A lot of issues in that area because it's a touristy part of the city, so there would always be a lot of like little punks trying to rip off people and, you know, little thieves and things like that, right? It's still really, really safe, but all these little issues you got to worry about where you walk on the street and go wherever you're going, right? So that was annoying. Cost of living was pretty expensive there. The apartment is basically an extra like $300 rather than what I'm paying here. So the big savings plus the space. So if you do the math, the space is worth the cost here. I mean, you're paying less to have way more space. Like they could build another house behind me here, you know. So, you know, there's none of the crap like I mentioned in Copacabana here in this town. You can walk out almost any time of night and it's pretty safe. You know, there's still always going to be issues because it's Brazil, but it's not like downtown Rio, like, you know, the city of Rio. So there's that. For me, like I mentioned, the space, the quiet, I just wanted a home base, you know. Still got that from time to time. That's one of the things that would annoy the crap out of me, the motorcycles passing by. But it doesn't happen here that often, like very rarely. We're not on a busy street, so that's good. Yeah, I just wanted like a home base type thing, so I'd be able to just sort of like relax a little bit easier. And you know, I did enjoy living in Copacabana for the last 2 years, but you know, off and on or whatever. But it was still, it's not the place that I kind of want to like make it your home, you know what I mean? Unless I had a really good apartment in like Baja or something, like a big apartment, okay, I might take that. But I like the space here. I like the backyard. I like the front yard. So the negatives about being here, okay, I'll start by the distance. So for me to be able to get into the city of Rio, I'd have to take a bus. It's about I would say a good hour to get there, an hour and a bit if there's no traffic. If there's traffic, sorry. If there's a lot of traffic, it's like maybe an extra 20, 30 minutes. It depends. You never know here in Brazil. Um, I don't mind that, but it's some people would kind of put you off unless you drive. I don't drive, so I have to still decide. I still need to get into the city to do videos or to be able to fly out, which I will do eventually, checking out new cities. So there's kind of that, the distance. Um, it's really in this town in comparison to Rio or Copacabana or whatever, or Ipanema, the nightlife is practically non-existent. There is no, things are not open very late here. I would say weekends it's probably going to be, there's a few places you can go if you're a drinker or whatever, and you could probably be out until like 1 in the morning or so, but things tend not to be open, and they close early depending on the day of the week. So there's that issue. I mean, finding stuff to do is kind of like whatever. Oh, I forgot to mention a positive. Probably about 6, 7 blocks away from the beach, so that's pretty good. It's like a 15, 20 minute walk. um, oh, I'm missing so many positives. Like the bicycles here you can rent, like the ones you can get the app or whatever and pay a certain fee to use the bicycles in Rio. Here, same system, but it's free. Buses roll through the town here on a regular basis, free as well. You just flag them down and hop on. So those are two key positives that I totally forgot about. Back to the negatives, which I would say there's less negatives than positives about this town. Like I mentioned, the nightlife, you won't really have much to do. So finding stuff to do is one thing. The beaches are not as swimmable. Like I would say it's not like Ipanema or any of those beaches. It can be pretty rough most of the time, so you can't really like go into the water that often. I will probably do another video about that, of how the ocean looks like. Maybe we'll do a walk around the neighborhood kind of thing, and I'll walk maybe to the beach and show you how it, on a typical, basically almost every day it's like that. There's certain days where you get a calm, but it's not every day and it's not often. So there's that about, if you're a beach person, if you don't like going in the water, then it won't matter for you. But yeah, there's that issue. What other negatives would I say about here? Can't really think of too many. I would say that's really all I can think of. Food places, grocery stores are all in reach, so there's not an issue. I mean, I walk over to the fruit and vegetable store to get stuff, or the grocery store. They're all right in the same place. Another positive is the bus station is not that far from where I'm at, so that's a positive for me, considering my locale. I really enjoyed it so far. The first few days were it's still taking time getting used to the quiet and the lack of movement and things like that, because of the last while, having to deal with noise and such. But another negative is the insects here are aplenty, and I'm not even just talking about mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, I haven't really had a problem so far, but it's these other little insects that are just damn annoying. So make sure you have one of those electric rackets, and hopefully you're okay with other kinds of insects and things like that, because there's a lot, especially at nighttime. It gets really bad. Another issue I just realized, because I'm hearing it right now, there's a lot of dogs in this neighborhood. I'm okay with dogs, but the barking, like when one gets going, they all start barking. So it gets really, really bad. Usually they stop. It doesn't go on all night because they get tired or whatever. But I think it's something that you have to get used to with the quiet, because when it's so quiet, there's certain sounds that you hear that you normally wouldn't hear, right? So maybe that's one of them. I know Copacabana, you wouldn't really hear. You'd hear only some dogs barking, but they would pass by. So that's another negative. I can't really think of any other. People play their music and stuff around here, but that doesn't bother me. And it's usually during the day. It's not like late at night. And actually, there's a house back there. I don't know if you can see it way back. They often play music like on the weekends, and it comes down here, it's pretty loud, but it's not unbearably loud, and I'm okay with that. That means I don't even have to turn my music on. It's that you can hear the words that well. I don't know, maybe because of the echo here or whatever. I don't know. So I will leave the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed the small tour. It's not a massive house. It's decent sized house. It's exactly what I was looking for. Just a few details. It's hard to rent here in Brazil unless you have like residency. Most people will have to do Airbnb. I'm lucky that I have residency and I was able to do a contract up and things like that. So it can be really tricky to find a good deal. There are places online that will rent to foreigners even if you don't have residency or whatever for the Brazilian price. It's pretty rare, but it can be found, like websites such as olx.com.br. I'll put the links down below and you can check it out, but sometimes they're willing to be flexible, because let's be real, the Airbnb costs can be pretty pricey depending on where you are. Out here, even then, it's still depending on the time of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna post a video, like I said, about the drone shot above here, and if you guys have any questions about, you know, where I live or things like that, or information that you want to know that I didn't cover in this video, just let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with the proper answer. So thanks again, guys, and take care. Direct from Brazil, Rio, Brazil, small town, not Copa. Take care, guys.